The Soviet Union, officially the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics or USSR, was a transcontinental country that spanned much of Eurasia from 1922 to 1991. A flagship communist state, it was nominally a federal union of 15 national republics. In practice, both its government and its economy were centralized until its final year. But what would happen if the Soviet Union was re-established? Its area would be more than 22 million square kilometers. This means it would be 2 times bigger than Europe itself as a continent. There is no question that it would remain in the first place in terms of territorial distribution, including the entire territory of the 15 countries. The country's capital, as well as the country's economic, transport, educational and political center, would be Moscow. The biggest cities beside Moscow would be St. Petersburg, Kyiv, Tashkent and Minsk. The Soviet Union would have 11 time zones, so if you wake up at 8 a.m. in Moscow, you will be able to call your friends who live in the eastern part of the state. The country's population would expand to nearly 300 million. It would be the 3rd most densely populated country in the world. In terms of national and ethnic distribution, 41% would be Russian, 11% Ukrainian, 9% Uzbek, and 3% Kazakh. They wouldn't experience language barrier since Russian is considered the official language in 8 out of 15 countries. The Soviet Union's GDP would grow into $2.3 billion. This would be enough for 8th place in the world GDP ranking. The GDP per capita would reduce to $8,000. This would be enough for 8th place in the world list. Its military force would achieve amazing results. Based on the Global Firepower Index, it would take over the 1st place from the USA. It would add 1.7 million active and 3.5 million reserve soldiers, which is twice as many as the United States of America. In addition, Russia alone is estimated to have 4,000 nuclear warheads, which would be enough to destroy all humans alive. According to religious distribution, 54.5% of the Soviet Union would be Orthodox, 17% would be Sunni, and 15% would either be atheists or would not practice their religion.